This is the city we'd been following in my last two videos. As you can see if you've watched those other two, the city has expanded quite a lot. The farmlands are filling up over here, and I've actually unlocked a new type of farm which just happened, which I'll show in just a moment. The new residential main area is being built up down and around in this area. I'm building up more offices down here. This area is exploded with all residents. This is all office and high tech. These are all residents, industry, and industry. And my industry has caused a bit of problems. That's why you can see my satisfaction is low right now. And it's just two specific high tech buildings here that are having a problem with some air pollution. Which, if I can find pollution, the map of it actually shows how far out the pollution's actually reaching into the city, and it's just these two businesses that are having a problem. And I'm starting to run out of available funding to do specific things, because as you can see, it all costs money a month to set up contracts, and I don't export enough to do anything to keep my money incoming while sending off for services. So the satisfaction of my citizens has gone down the toilet right now. Jobs, I'm working on that one. I just did a bunch of expansion for their housing, so I need to fix the job side of things. Fuel is what's killing me right now. Tourism I can't afford, and traffic is something I've been working on upgrading, in the process of still. The higher up you go in the food chain here with elites and executives, as you can see, the more things they demand, the more they want to keep them happy, which can be good and very annoying. And we'll quickly delve into some of the expanded areas. We'll start with the new farm type here. Looks pretty good. It's just basically a general farm and market thing. I filled up this whole area with farmlands. This area's expanded quite a lot. And you can see I had to build some city over here. I should have planned more ahead and built it down here, but whatever. So I'll be building farms around here. The problem I've got is industry's pollution now fills in this, so anything above this line is going to probably fail. And if we come down here, you can see these are the homes you saw before with the low density, medium density. Well, I'd started building these high dense areas. These are all qualified workers. And if we come back over to the main portion of the city, I started playing with the freeform tool, and I didn't design this neighborhood. I just told it I wanted to fill in this square, and it did it on its own, which was really, really fun to watch and a good thing to do. These small parklands I've also noticed, you can see here they're not benefiting my parks at all, so if I delete that, and then turn around and fill it in with some green area, it will, as you can see from the halo, now benefit my satisfaction of parklands for that area, which these people are currently having no problem with. So I can eventually fill all that in with real parks, and it'll keep the people happy. These buildings are pretty big, as you can see how close I've gotten. We'll go on the roof here when this video goes to a close, but you can see some of the nice details that are done here. A little, not the best neighborhood for people to live in, but it's a cool little stand. This area's exploded heavily. This is my commercial district right now. Very cool to look at, and we'll delve into that in some of the buildings that we look at later. And this will kind of tie into my traffic issue. You can see I used to have a dual lane, small lane down here, but I was giving such traffic problems that I replaced it with an expensive expressway. You can see why right here. That's 3 lanes, just one direction, solid backup of cars, which is some pretty heavy traffic. This road here is the most trafficy road next to this one, which we'll show in a second, but I didn't plan ahead enough, and so this road's so busy that I can't do anything over here. So I made it one direction and built this kind of bypass around the area for it. I built the expressway here as well. It connects out of the city to alleviate some of the traffic problems on these main roads. And I beefed up the side road here to connect the people for jobs. Over here you can see I brought another bridge over, and I'll show you why. So you can see my traffic over here is just horrendous as the two areas connect. Some going out there, some going over here. You can see even with the expressway, the heavy traffic in this area, and it just kind of dies down over here. But there's a lot of people coming down here for jobs and things like that. On this side of the city, I've still got the dual carriageways, and I will be replacing that, but I'm also going to be bringing this big expressway here down around here and then out on that side, and I'll connect it over here to beef that up a lot. But you can see how horribly trafficy this part of the city is right here. Just non-stop cars, and I'll be upgrading all of that with much bigger roads to the best of my ability. I've already stuck that through there and had some major issues here, and I blew through about $800,000 your credits just trying to fix this. And the problem was this existing road wasn't molding properly with this one, and it's the first glitch I've really found with the game so far. And the problem was these lanes extended into about here because placement of this avenue didn't properly overlay onto this. So there was a small piece of this road coming into there, and it was causing a glitch where the roads weren't connected, and so all these businesses failed. Every single one of them lost everything, and I was in the hole about minus 20 credits a minute. It was horrible, and it took me a while to figure it out. But when I noticed the lanes cutting into the thing, into the actual vertical space here, I went in, deleted all the roadways, this one and this one. Thankfully I didn't have to delete the tunnel, but I saw it and I was able to delete the one path. Once I did that, it cleared the whole thing up, and I haven't had an issue with it since. So lesson learned.